stars now retired wrestler Kane, real name Glenn Jacobs, as a character named Jacob Goodnight, but not at all is it mentioned in the movie his actual name. You got to find that out from the credits. So the movie opens with they find this woman with her eyes just ripped out, and Kane shows up and he butchers one cop and then he chops the arm of another cop, but that cop is able to shoot him in the back of the head, even though when he does it, he's like kind of facing him, so I'm not really sure how that works, but it is what it is. But then we fast forward 4 years, and this surviving cop is now a prison guard who is partially in charge of a co-ed criminal program where they are tasked with cleaning up an abandoned hotel. And all these characters have their own agendas, whether it be trying to escape, or having sex, or looking for treasure because there's this random safe that has a lot of money in it, maybe. And it's just all these characters' motivations are just random. And the movie itself is just a slow crawl until Kane finally shows up to just beat the shit out of all these people. And that's how he kills people. He just beats the shit out of them. He might use an axe here and there, and he does have a hook and chain, like a Pinhead style from Hellraiser, but he mostly just beats the shit out of people. And it turns out his mother was like a super, super religious bitch and kept him as a kid locked in a cage. So that's why he's fucked up, I guess. Now, there's a lot of inconsistencies here as well. Or well, not necessarily inconsistent, but continuity problems. A lot of continuity problems. Like at one point, he has tripwires all over the place to ring the bells in the old service area so he knows where people are. And one bell rings, and then when he looks up to see which bell it is, a different bell rings. It shows us that first bell, but then it shows us a completely second bell. I feel like that is a very easy continuity thing not to fuck up, but yet here they are. Then later in the movie, that first bell rings again on a completely different floor. So it's okay, I guess they tried. There's a little twist of who his mother is, and Kane's character is the hand of God punishing sinners. But it's just kind of dumb. See, now, horror movies today really need creative ways to kill people to really set themselves apart. There's only one in See No Evil. A woman tries to escape, and she loves animals. And her ultimate fate is to be eaten by a pack of wild dogs. It's super irony for her character because she loves dogs, and she was in jail because she set a whole bunch of dogs free at a pound. So it's okay, that's kind of neat, and it was a little creative, so I give them points for that. But other than that, the movie it's boring, it's slow, it's fast paced once Kane does show up and he starts beating the shit out of people, but that's it. Now, this was one of WWE's first, WWE films, and there's a long-standing rumor that Vince McMahon, who is now in a whole hell of a lot of trouble, and the current lawsuit could actually explain this as being true, but he wanted there to be a scene where Kane's character took his dick out, and it was 3 feet long. It's just so fucking random and stupid. But considering what he has potentially done to some of the women in WWE, whether they be the actual wrestlers or in the office, it could explain a lot. Now, despite being kind of boring and slow, it is kind of well made in general. The acting is terrible, but that's kind of goes hand in hand with horror a lot of the time, unfortunately. But in terms of the cinematography and the lighting, it's actually a pretty decently made movie. It's just poorly executed, I guess. Especially the ending, where they make it a point to show that his heart gets pierced by something, and then somehow there's a sequel. There's a See No Evil 2. I'll probably do that one next year. But his death in general is just so terribly blatant CGI. It makes me cry, man. So yeah, in general, It's not a shitty movie, but it certainly is not a good movie. I'm giving See No Evil 4.
Did you enjoy the review? Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to see a new Craptacular Horror Review every week. Feel free to leave a comment to discuss your thoughts on the movie, or if you have a film you'd like to see reviewed in the future. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.